Welcome to English Learning from Scratch. In this lesson, learn about the past participle form of regular verbs. Regular verbs are the easiest kind to understand because their past participle form looks the same as their past tense form. For example, walked, worked, and played. Let's explore how they are formed and used. Regular verbs form both their past tense and past participle by adding the letters E and D to the base verb. That means, for most verbs, the simple past and the past participle look exactly the same. For example, walk becomes walked, so we say have walked when using it with have or has. This rule applies to hundreds of regular English verbs. To make the past participle form of regular verbs, simply add the letters E and D to most base verbs. If the verb already ends with the letter E, just add the letter D for verbs ending in a consonant followed by the letter Y, change Y to I, and add ED for short one-syllable verbs ending in a consonant. Double the last letter before adding ED. Each of these patterns helps keep pronunciation clear. Let's look at some common examples. The base verb walk becomes walked, and the participle is also walked. The same pattern applies to work, which becomes worked, and to play, which becomes played. Clean becomes cleaned. In all these, the past participle and the past tense have the same form ending with ed. Past participles often appear in perfect tense sentences with helping verbs such as have, has, or had. For example, I have worked all day means the action started earlier and still matters now. She has cleaned the room shows a completed action in the present. They had played before dinner tells us a past action that happened before another event. These examples show how the participle connects actions in time. The present perfect tense uses have or has plus the past participle to describe actions that began in the past and continue or still have an effect now. For example, I have worked here for 3 years shows a continuing action. She has played the piano since childhood means she started long ago and still continues. They have cleaned the garden already tells us a recent finished action with current result. The past perfect tense uses had plus the past participle to talk about an action that was finished before another past event. For instance, I had worked before he arrived means the working happened first. She had cleaned the kitchen before cooking tells us the cleaning was completed earlier. They had played football before it rained shows one past action happening before another. The past perfect makes the order of events very clear. Now it's your turn to practice. Think of each regular verb and say its past participle form aloud. Walk becomes walked, work becomes worked, play becomes played, clean becomes cleaned, and help becomes helped. Remember, the key pattern for regular verbs is adding ed or just d to the base verb. This simple rule helps you form hundreds of past participles correctly in English.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.